How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are taking down the new Seriously Serious Battles versus the Kid Goku. We are taking down the Sworn Enemies and All Types mission for this video. So we'll do the first half, these two missions together, and then the second half will be the All INT Types mission. So let's go ahead. Let's hop on in here and rock this. So the best way to run Sworn Enemies mission is to run a double full power Frieza. Since it is a Goku, he is going to have his full passive here. We're actually going to do this number here with the tech cell. And we're going to rotate. Let's grab this. And then we're going to send off the Majin Buu to be over there with the INT Buhan. This will be a pretty decent setup. I can't ever seem... I've loaded this up like 4 times, and I just can't get full power Frieza on turn 1. I don't know why. I don't know why. I really don't know why. But Kid Buu is actually a really good setup for this fight, being that he is Fizz, and he does have the potential to stun. Full power Frieza, of course, getting his full passive against this against the Goku here. We're gonna be critting like crazy, and then same with Firstborn Frieza, since I believe this Kid Goku is technically a low class warrior. I think he's on the category, which means he should be getting his buff as well. He won't have a we don't have a full Terrifying Conquerors team here, so he's not going super crazy, but he's still gonna be good enough. There we go. Now, what you could do here, because he is he can be stunned, is with the team setup we have here, you could actually set up a Sworn Enemies team utilizing like a bunch of boos with the mission. With the mission execution, and run a friend Tao. That would actually make this super easy, since Tao actually has the buff against him. Alright, it might be time for a new Elgato cable. Wow, what is going on here? Okay, so let's grab... We gotta set this up carefully, because we gotta get key spheres with Buhan here. Well, actually, I guess it doesn't really matter, because he's stunned, actually. So, yeah, we'll just grab that. I guess the full power Friezas will be putting in the work this turn, which I guess is fine. Although, with us not getting hit, that does slow things down. So, we'll have one rotation Full Power Frieza and Firstborn Frieza, and then the other rotation Kid Buu and Buhan. Really, really hate the fact... There we go. Okay. Really, really do hate the fact. And he should lower some defense, too. Yep, so that'll help us out. Yeah, I just... Like I said, I loaded this up like 4 or 5 times, and I just cannot get... Full power Frieza on a rotation with Firstborn Frieza. Like, this is the best we've gotten, where they're on turn 2 and I can at least float them. Excellent. Okay. Alright, we do have the Kid Buu here, who is very, very helpful. Excellent. Okay, the nice thing is we do have the Tech Cell here, who can kind of, eat things up here in slot 1 for us while we get set up with our units. Excellent. Honestly, I wonder if we should have just... We probably should have just floated Firstborn Frieza. That might have been the easier choice. And then on the other rotation, float Buhan. I don't know, we're doing a decent chunk of damage here, so, I mean, it's not like it's bad. Yeah, I feel like the all-int type mission is going to be harder, so we do have to play, we definitely, for the all-int types, we do have to play around keeping them stunned, because obviously we will be type disadvantaged. There we go, look at that, 22 million, and it is his turn 2. And we got crits. I love crits. Excellent. We get another one. Yeah, there we go. I mean, honestly, we might not even get another turn here. Right? Because next turn, Kid Buu and Buhan together is going to be a wild fight. And then Let's see. Well, let's see how this plays out. Okay, we grab that, right? No. Let's move you. Let's do that. Right, there we go. And then 12 with Buhan. And then off goes full power Frieza. Perfect. Alright, look, we're only on a 170 here, mind you. Look at that. Nullification off the Kid Buu. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. Alright. Yeah, honestly, because there were 6 attacks in slot 1. We should have just kept Kid Buu on the other rotation. There we go. Wish that was a crit. Crits are nice. That's not a crit. How about a crit on this one? You want to crit for me, bud? Finally. Alright, excellent. Okay, are we going to get to the next row? We might not even get to the next rotation. It's going to depend on what full power Frieza decides to do here. If he decides to pop off on the additionals in the third... Well, he didn't get hit last turn, so actually he might not. Yeah, okay. That's fine. Next rotation, we'll have both hit full power Frieza and first form Frieza's active, so... Yeah, I think he's going down. Oh yeah, he's definitely going down. Oh, that's perfect. Okay, so let's pop his active. There we go. A little bit. And now, time for some beautiful fireworks. How did he survive? Really? That's just annoying. Alright, well, full power Frieza gets to go ahead and finish the job, I guess. Alright, so... I mean, that's it. I mean, Sworn enemies, done. I know a lot of people were looking at ways to build this with the 220, but you don't need it. Double full power Frieza is the way to go. And honestly, had we had a better start, where we actually got full power Frieza turn 1, this would have been over a lot quicker. But unfortunately, we have terrible luck when it comes to starting rotations. Excellent. Perfect. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and close up here and come back with a full INT type team. That is the last mission that we're going to show in this video. We're not going to do Earthbred Fighters because, I mean, that's like literally just run Vegito and you're going to be done in no time. Literally. That's probably the easiest mission out of all of them. Like, you can probably finish it in less than 3 minutes with a proper setup here. So we will be right back with a full INT type team. Alright, so we've loaded up with our INT type team here. We're running it under the INT hit, his mostly accelerated battle / rapid growth team. I think this should, in theory, work, especially because hit could pretty much keep this guy locked down. But we'll see here. So let's grab that. I think we definitely need to make sure hit gets the stun off. Just because of, you know, Buu Saga Goku here. Yeah, and of course he fails the dodge. Pretty typical. It has been, you know, not... But the one thing I need from you hit is a stun. You're gonna really mess things up if you don't stun. You're really gonna mess things up if you don't stun hit. Yeah. Are you kidding me? Bro will stun every single fight in Battle Hardened Formidable Foes when I don't need him to, and I actually need him to dodge so he can get built up. But here, nah, man, he can't. We might actually lose this just because he didn't do what he was supposed to do and stunned. There is no way. We're gonna have to pray Goku gets all of his dodges. Are you kidding me, Hit? There's no way you just did that. Okay, we do get an additional super here. Let's say we might be able to tank the normals, but he hasn't supered yet, which means... Okay, we can tank the normals. I am worried about that super, though. That one right there. That's the one. We do dodge it. Okay. You're forgiven, Hit. Well, okay, no, you're not forgiven, right? We could have just not had to worry about this altogether, but no. You chose to not dodge. Okay, now we have a problem here. But I think if I drop that down, it won't drop the way I want it to. Okay, so we're playing this game. Okay, there we go. We get the dodge out of Kid Goku here. Okay, so just nobody's gonna... Okay. Fun. This is not a fun setup. Okay, maybe we should have went with someone else as the lead. I figured his would have been fine because it would have just, you know, stunned, and then we not have to worry about... Oh, please dodge, Gohan. Yes, okay. Okay, maybe our hit will stun here. You kidding me? I mean, I'm glad he did, but still. It's still incredibly frustrating. There we go. Excellent. Alright, so obviously this one's going to go a little bit slower than the other one because we are type disadvantage and nobody wants to crit right now. So this is going to move a little bit slower, but I think we'll be okay. Alright, so we can stand by the gammas, so let's go ahead and do that. Alright, and then... Let's grab that with the hits. Let's grab that with the gammas. And then let's grab... I guess that with Gotenks, yeah. There we go. That should set up Goku on the next rotation. There we go. Alright, so next turn we should be able to improve hit. We should be able to improve hit. And then things should kind of snowball from there. There we go. Alright, so we're starting to get there. We just need hit to keep up them stuns. That's what we need. He's kind of not doing it, though. This friend hit. I don't know why. He's broken or something. Alright, that's alright. We got Gotenks here. He's got a chance to stun. He can help us out. Alright, so hopefully Gotenks, in his Super Saiyan form, he's got a pretty good chance to stun, so hopefully we get lucky here. Nope. Or can he not be? Maybe he can't be stunned anymore. Maybe it's just for those first turns. Oh yeah, he can't. That's why we're not getting it. He can't be stunned anymore. I can see how that could turn into a problem real quickly. Alright, so we do get the transformation into, we do get a transformation into Super Saiyan 3 here. And for some reason, I still trust Daima Goku more, but, well, actually with Tenaki's Spheres, we should be okay. Actually getting his buff here. And then we'll keep Daima Goku here, and then we'll send off the Ultimate Gohan. Goku Y. Okay. Goku, why? Yeah, I definitely trust Goku more. Good lord. He nearly got us killed here. We are barely chunking up. We need some crits here. Nobody is getting additionals aside from, well, okay, I shouldn't say nobody. Goku, who can buff everybody up and get this done sooner, is not getting additionals. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so now we can do this number. Alright, we can grab that. And now we can swap out. There we go. Okay, that did a good chunk. Alright, and of course he doesn't change the orbs that we need. Please don't make us lose here. Okay, we got the dodge. We get the dodge. Okay, we should be okay now. Excellent. Alright, now we know what happens once hit improves, right? He starts to snowball that attack, so he's going to really help us kind of really push to the end of this fight. I am a little bit worried about the next rotation. Just don't really have anybody. Well, I guess Goku, I do trust him a little more in slot 1 over the other options, just because, you know, Super Saiyan 3 Goku already showed us that we can't trust him. Excellent. Okay. Some crits would be really nice here, though. We are just not getting them. Yeah, I'm a tad bit worried about the gammas. I think we should be okay here. Post-transformation, post-super. I think we're okay here. Yeah, alright, we're good. Look at all those INT key spheres. I don't know, man. Kind of feel like we should put Goku in front. I just don't trust Super Saiyan 3 anymore, but at the same time... Yeah, let's do it. There we go. Okay, let's do that. Is this dude, like, programmed to Super Slot 1? And we would have lived, too! Alright, so we're stupid. We actually realized that we can run Uncontrollable Power. And have this go a lot smoother for us. So we full INT team, full Uncontrollable Power. This is going to way to go. I was figuring, you know, use the new 220% lead, but since practically everyone there needs dodge, that's going to cause some problems for us here. So let's just roll with this. Let's grab that. Let's actually float the Janemba. Yeah, let's do that. We're going to float Janemba first. Alright, and then that way we can get Janemba and Buhan together, because they will make a great rotation. And then There we go. We get the stun. Alright, they'll make a great rotation, and then we can get... so the hard part is the Brolys aren't going to link together, but, I mean, I think it'll still be good enough since this is a Pure Saiyans Goku enemy. I think we'll still be fine. I'm not too terribly concerned about it. Yeah, alright, so let's do that. Perfect. Open up that window there. And then we send off the Broly. Excellent. Alright, we'll be able to build up Hirudegarn a little bit too. So as long as we can keep up the crits with this team, we'll be good. There we go. Alright, yeah, Buhan is definitely going to be the ringer here. Again, if we can get some crits. I don't know why we're missing so many of these crits. Alright, he should be critting non-stop, though, so INT Broly actually could be really, really helpful here. Excellent. Alright, we get another one. Alright, look at him go. This is going to be perfect. Alright, let's see. There we go. Alright, so now we can float off the other Broly. Let's do that. Alright, perfect. So we're not going to be able to stun anymore after this point. But that's okay. We're not really going to need it. Because we still have the other Broly's active skill in our back pocket here. Perfect. And then, of course, we also have INT Boo for shenanigans should we end up needing it. Perfect. Okay. And now, unfortunately, we didn't get that many key spheres with the other INT Broly, but that's okay. Perfect. Alright, so we are down the... we are down the active skill now, but that's okay. The domain is gonna be back up next turn, so it's really not that big of a deal. Alright, there we go. We'll grab that. Perfect. But, I mean, as you can see here, we're pretty much keeping everything up. Janemba, slot 1, is going to be great for us, right? Gets that dodge, gets that guard, and then he's going to actually lower a bunch of defense for us now, too. Both him and Buhan, so that'll speed things along. You know, if only we could have had them together at first, that would have made this a lot smoother, a lot faster. There we go. So double super out of him, double defense lower. That's really the trick to this with the end fight is bring guys that defense lower, which is what we did with this setup here. There we go. Perfect. We get another one. One more. Yeah, okay, we can see. So, yeah, Buhan, as expected, is going to be the guy that helps us get this done. Alright, and then now Hirudegarn. Now we will probably transform him on the next... I think at this point he can tank the normals, and, I mean, this dude seems to love the super in slot 1, so... there we go. Oh, okay, maybe we might leave him for a little bit. Alright, let's do that. Yeah, that's what I was figuring. They weren't going to link together. They need to fix the same name update. Alright, so we do have the active skill up here. Get that domain back. Let's just go ahead and pop that. And then... oh, we'll get that. I guess we'll take that. And boom. Alright, perfect. So we could revive if we wanted to. I don't think anybody here can die, so... That's the nice thing about this setup. We should have just went with this setup at first, but again, I was thinking, hey, let's use a new 220% lead, but, yeah. Everybody was just failing their dodges constantly. Okay, although here we are just failing crits nonstop. Alright, well, INT Broly on the end should kind of make up for all these missed crits, so not to worry. Alright, 14 million, not bad. Again, if we could link him with another Broly, we'd probably be alright, but there isn't really another Broly we can link him with, so this will have to do. But the next rotation should be good, and I mean, if we can, honestly, if we can get a good setup with the key spheres for Buhan, this would, actually, if we had just rotated off Buu next turn, we could use Buhan's, we could use INT Buu's active and give Buhan all those orbs. Actually, that's a shame. We should have done that. Darn it. Alright, well, maybe we'll get lucky with the orb changing here. Actually, kinda. Alright, let's grab that. Alright, we'll take 7 with Buhan. You know what? That works. Okay. Alright, we actually got a decent setup here. There we go. Alright, we're gonna dodge this? Yes, we are. Excellent. Okay, so get that defense lower. Perfect. You want to give us another one? Yes, you do. We got 19 million. We get another defense lower. One more? No. Okay, that's fine. That's more than enough. And then now, if we could do a triple super with Buhan, this might do the trick. There we go. 30 million. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not a triple super. If this was the INT Buu active turn, definitely could have. Right, but still, I mean, that's still a good chunk. Well, not anymore. It was, and then we decided not to crit. I mean, that's really the thing that's slowing us down more than anything, is just the fact that we cannot, will not, won't not crit. And because we're type disadvantaged, it's compounded. Alrighty, so let's see here. What if we do this, and we just set up Buhan for the next... Oh, but we can't. Oh, no, it's not going to work. Let's try it. Okay, there goes the super. Still can't kill us. Okay. Alright, Hirudegarn should be okay post-super here, but he also has the greater chance to dodge now. So we actually should be somewhat okay, should he fail the dodge. Especially with the domain up. No crits, though, is not liking. There's one. Okay, we are almost there. We can do this. We should have just loaded this team at first. I don't know why we did the other team. What was I thinking? Excellent. Alright, Boo gets another super. Alright, so yeah, next rotation between Janemba and Buhan. This is over. Alright. Oh yeah, this is definitely over. So if we grab that with Janemba... See, that's the kind of thing we needed last turn with Buhan. 10 key spheres. Okay. I was about to say, is Janemba going to fail right at the very end here? But no, he does not. So we do get the super. We do get the defense lower. We do get the additional super for the additional defense lower. And here comes Buhan. Excellent. Now, with the domain up, that would have been so much better. Perfect. All right, so there you go. So with that, that concludes all missions for the new Seriously Serious Battles. Wanted to get this out because, of course, it is Dokkan Day, and you want to make sure that you do clear at least one of these missions, so that way you can get the tickets for your Dokkan Day summons, and you get those free summons on the new Tau banner. So, guys, that is it for the video. If you liked the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already. And in the comments down below, let us know, what teams did you use for the various different missions, for Sworn Enemies, for the All Types mission, for the Earthbred Fighters, not pictured in this video, because, again, just use Vegito, and you'll fly right through it, or even Kid Goku's team would fly right through it, or the All INT types. I think Unk Power is the way to go for this one, but let us know what you did in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.